Yep. What's good, everybody? So, yesterday I didn't get to upload a video. It was a long day. So what happened was, like I said, I was going to go to get my car checked. And then, so that when I post it on the internet and someone comes to look at the car, they see that, okay, it's North Carolina license plate. It's been inspected, there's no problems. And I feel like if I try to sell it without the Arizona license plate, and it didn't have the North Carolina inspection, then people would get like a little, question about it, the quality. So that was what I was doing yesterday. So I went to a random inspection place. It was like a tire shop, and I went up to the guy, and he's like, okay, I need to get an inspection for my car. And he's like, all right, well, before you can do that, you have to go to the DMV and, get the registration and the license plate changed over. And then they give you a document so that you give to them to inspect it. And then you got to send the document back. And I was like, okay, cool. So then I went to the DMV place. And they're like, okay, do you have your registration and license? Whoops. Do you have your registration and license plate now and stuff? And I was like, yeah. And then, okay, do you have your ID? And I was like, yeah. And then I gave them my ID, and it's Arizona license, driver's license. So they're like, all right, before you can do this, you have to change over your license to North Carolina state, and then you can be able to get the registration and license plate changed. I was like, okay, cool. So then that's a different place that I went to. It's called Driver's License Station or something. So I had to drive over there, and I went there, and they're like, okay, do you have, your ID, social security card? I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. And then they said that they said that they're like, okay, do you have 2 forms of, proof of residency, like, where you live in North Carolina? And I was like, shit. I was like, no. I mean, I have like a Geico policy number and, something on my phone. And they're like, nah, that's not going to work. You have to have a computer generated paper that shows your name and your address, if it's utilities or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I live with my parents, so like I don't have utility bills. So I'm just going to go to the post office, and then maybe they'll print out, that I live there, say that I live there. So then I went to the post office, and then they're like, okay, I want proof of residency. They're like, okay, well, we don't do that. We send it through the mail. And I was like, all right, because I must have just thrown it away. I didn't think I needed it. So then I was like, all right, so what am I going to do? So then I'd say, all right, I'm going to go to the library and print out my Geico insurance policy and the bank statement, because I have a bank, in North Carolina. So it costs 80 cents to do it. Whatever. I print them out. I go back to the driver's license place, and they set it straight. They give me a temporary driver's license, and that's a document I can use for, the registration and license plate. But by that time, it was 5 o'clock, and then the other place closed at 5 o'clock, so all I could do is get my license taken care of. And that's not the worst part. Well, I guess it's not bad, but after I got the license, I went out to the my wife came inside. She was asking for some code, so she was working on the bills, like the phone bill, and she didn't know the password or whatever, so she had something sent to my phone. So it was like a code for her to enter. So she came out into the place and asked me for the code, and I gave her the code, and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna wait here because I locked the door. I don't have the keys. And then I was like this. I was like, because I went inside and I left the keys in the car running so that she can play music or have the window down or the doors locked, whatever she wanted to do. And she must have just shut off the car and then just, you know, messed around on the phone and then forgot that the keys were in the ignition. Then she came inside, locked the door. So then we had to wait. So first thing I tried to do, because I have an older car, not this one, the Cadillac. It's an 86 Cadillac Fleetwood, so I've locked the keys in the car before, so all I need is a wire hanger. And I slipped the wire hanger, you know, through this part right here, and then I can hook it down to the unlock thing, and then hook it up to unlock it. So I walked to a hotel, you know, close by hotel to see if they had it. They didn't have it. Then I walked to a gas station. They didn't have anything in the gas station. So I was like, all right, well, I have Geico and I have roadside assistance and it's free, so I might as well just call them and wait the 45 minutes or whatever. So then it says, you know, it's in Charlotte, which is like 2.5 hours away. It said it was 45 minutes, but I was thinking they probably just put that because if you're driving from Charlotte to Roanoke Rapids, that's where it was, it's going to take at least 2.5 hours. So either way, we sat there next to the car, and then a little bit later, about like half an hour later, someone came out of the driver's license place and had a wire hanger. And they're like, yeah, I used to be a thief, so I know how to break into cars. I'm like, the fuck? But he just put it in and opened it up, and we were fine, and I canceled the roadside assistance. So that was my day yesterday. And I'm not gonna lie, I was vlogging at the beginning of the day, you know, going to do these things, and I wasn't in a good mood. I was pretty upset because I was really focused on, like, you know, what we got to do and what we got to take care of, and, you know, some of these things were happening. And even before, like, I was just upset because, you know, Lila is really loving and she likes to talk to me about things. And for some reason, when I'm in a mood where I'm like, okay, I have to do this, I got to do this, and I have to do this, and then once I do this, I got to do that, I'm in a mood to where, like, I don't want to, like, I guess, interact and, like, show love, because I feel like I'm neglecting what needs to get done that day. Not that I don't love her, but I feel like if I'm, you know, joking around with her, you know, whatever, you know, talking about random things and just, you know, random stuff that has nothing to do with the stuff that we have to get taken care of, I feel like I'm, you know, wasting time. And I want to get to the point where I don't feel like that, because number one, the stuff that I'm doing, it doesn't really matter. Like, no, why would I be upset when Lila's talking to me? You know, like, first of all, that stuff can hold. Second of all, I can have a conversation with my wife without getting upset. Like, I don't know why that happens to me, but I'm working on it, and I realized it last night. So after that stuff was done and I got home, we ate together, and then we watched the Olympics. And, you know, we spent, you know, that time together because I felt bad for what happened, and I wanted to spend more time with her and show her, like, I do care about you and I do love you. You know, she means everything to me, so I wanted to show her that. And that's why I didn't get a chance to upload, because then by the time I was in bed, it was 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and I was like, you know, she said, you know, go to bed, don't stay up another 10, 20 minutes saying what happened that day, you know, relax. Go to sleep, because you got to wake up in the morning and go to work. So that's what I did. So today, woke up at 4:45, went to work. I just got off at 12 because they had, you know, voluntary time off, and I'm really interested in getting, you know, getting home, because I got a notification that my scanner, my Bluetooth scanner got there. So with my Bluetooth scanner and the other items that I got yesterday, I can be able to at least start and maybe go to a place, a library, try to get books and stuff, because I have some extra cash, and then, you know, post them online and see what happens. So that's what is up for today. Right now I'm heading home, and we'll see what they're up to. Looks like, I guess they're shopping for paint, because they're trying to paint the house, my mom. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.